What's up guys, Caleb here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the 6 custom James Bond minifigures that I made. Episode 5. It's unfortunately been half a year since I made James Bond custom figures, and so today I decided to kind of pick it back up and start it again. You know, it has been a while, and I've been wanting to make some more, and so I built a batch today to show you guys. There's also obviously the flying rumors around new Speed Champions 2022 James Bond Aston Martin, and so that builds up the hype for me even more, so I decided while we wait for that to release, let's build some more James Bond minifigs. First off, we have one of the weirdest James Bond ones I made, and this is Dwayne The Rock Johnson if he was James Bond. Apparently he's trying to run for James Bond, and that he'd like to be James Bond, which I don't think he'd be a good James Bond. I think he'd be a horrible James Bond. He's way too old for it. So I decided in lieu of that, I would basically just build a, Dwayne The Rock Johnson as James Bond. So we gave him an alcohol, gave him obviously the suit, a little pistol, some pants, and that sort of classic Dwayne The Rock looking face. I don't know, I just thought it'd be really funny. I didn't really have any other ideas for Bond minifigs, so I went with Dwayne The Rock. Next up, I made one of the odder Bond girls being Christmas Joan from Tomorrow Never Dies. She's definitely, I don't know, she's strange Christmas Jones, and yeah, I decided I had the perfect parts for her, and so I went ahead and built her. I do really like her sort of like snarky facial expression, as well as the short hair, and sort of the like waist and legs she has are actually from the Cara Dune figure from the Mandalorian ATSD Raider back there. And yeah, she turned out a decent figure, I suppose. Next up, I built Max Zoran from A View to a Kill. I feel like A View to a Kill is a very, very underrated Bond movie. Obviously, Bond's like 60 in that, so that's a little bit messed up. But it has this really great, villain named Max, and he's a great villain. I really do enjoy him, and he's underrated. His minifig includes a suit as well as the Han Solo headpiece and this really cool, Lloyd Garmadon hairpiece, as well as a drink in his hand, and I do think it looks a lot like the actual Max Zoran. I am pretty happy how this figure turned out. Definitely one of the more underrated Bond villains, in my opinion. Next up, we have one of my personal favorite James Bond villains ever, Safin from No Time to Die. He's an incredible villain. Just such a dark, twisted villain in No Time to Die, the newest Bond film, and I absolutely loved him in that. And so I figured I needed to make, a Safin minifig, and he turned out really dope. He's got this really, really long rifle that also belonged to the Cara Dune minifig, as well as this cool hairpiece, and this sort of standard facial expression, except I feel like it fits him very well. He's also got this really cool print on his pants, as well as this, I'm not even sure where the torso print is from, and I even added him sort of a little tattered back cloth, which actually came in an Alfred set. And yeah, this guy turned out dope. I absolutely love, Safin in No Time to Die. And yeah, I feel like this figure portrays him very well. Now, the oddest figure in here, and this is one that I'm sure a lot of you guys have been wondering what this is the girl from the start of Goldfinger. Basically, Bond walks in and she's laying dead, and she's painted in gold because Goldfinger has killed her. And it's just such an iconic James Bond scene, and I knew I had to make this figure. So she actually uses sort of this gold piece, as well as I originally used the pants from C-3PO and then used them from Gold Lloyd, as well as a head from Gold Lloyd and the hair from the Statue of Liberty torch. And while filming this, since I did actually review this set yesterday, I figured, why don't I go ahead and crack it open and just sort of recreate that very famous James Bond scene, and it looks so much like it in here. I'm very surprised. Obviously, we have Dwayne The Rock walking in on her, painted in her bed, and especially this part, you can really see how much it actually looks like the scene, and I'm very happy how this figure turned out. And the very last custom figure I made, and my favorite, is Elliot Carver. Now, this is honestly probably the most overrated Bond villain ever. He basically tries to, print a bunch of fake news, and that's basically his evil plan. He's just this old, news boomer guy. His minifigure turned out incredibly accurate to the actual guy. I basically gave him his glasses, his iconic sort of gray hair, as well as a little newspaper, as he's known for printing fake news, so I added him a little fake newspaper, which just turned out dope. I may hate Elliot Carver, I may think he's one of the most overrated Bond villains ever, but it's hard for me to deny that this figure just turned out incredibly accurate to the actual version of Elliot Carver, and I really do love how this figure looks. There you have it, guys. That is episode 5 of my custom James Bond minifig series. Let me know your thoughts on the series in the comments below. Let me know your favorite minifigure. Personally, mine's Elliot Carver and the Golden Lady, but just let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching the Seabird Productions. Sign off for now. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.